3 weeks after the fatal shootings at the Metairie Jefferson gun outlet, the store's manager says they've reopened for business.
Now, just days before the shootings, Fox 8 was actually working on a report that included that store. That tragedy comes at a time where fears over a spike in crime have led to a surge in local women turning to gun stores to learn how to protect themselves. Liz Reyes shows us in License to Carry.
Disturbing scenes of gunfire, burglaries, robberies, carjackings at all hours. Then this, the recent fatal shootings at the Jefferson gun outlet. A customer opened fire inside the business.
I believe without a doubt he was looking to shoot more people until he ran out of bullets.
The sheriff says it erupted when an employee told Joshua Williams he could not have his loaded gun inside the store. It's a standard safety rule at such stores. Loaded firearms are only allowed at the firing range. But the sheriff says Williams responded by flipping out. They say he fatally shot customer Veronica Billiot, employee Noah Fishbach, and wounded 2 other workers. Williams died in a shootout with armed employees. Left behind devastated families.
Called her for every little thing in life, literally, and now I don't get to do that anymore over something so stupid.
Billiot's children say she was there to pick up a gun for protection when she became another victim of a senseless violent crime. That fear over the uptick in random attacks has triggered a surge in local women like Billiot arming themselves. Just days before the tragic incident at the Jefferson gun outlet, we were there working on this story. The employees told us about the crime concerns they're hearing from female customers.
Most of it is experiences that they're having with either, attempted robberies or, home invasions.
What's about this little one right here?
Women of all ages and races filled up weekend classes to get a Louisiana permit to carry a concealed handgun. 51-year-old Simone Johnson recently signed up. The military veteran says the permit is the best way to protect herself and her children.
The average person is not going to expect, a 51-year-old female to be carrying a weapon, and that's an element of surprise that they won't have.
We spoke to 2 other local mothers who took the class, but they didn't feel comfortable showing their faces.
Like the breed of criminals is totally different now, like with the no regard for life, like seem like it's easier for them where they just might as well just kill the person and just get what they want.
I think I need to level the playing field. If the criminals are going to use the guns and get into women's faces, especially older women like me, then I need to level it.
One of the main reasons more local women pack extra protection: carjackings. In New Orleans, carjackings grew 90% in 2020 compared to the average of the previous 4 years, according to the Metropolitan Crime Commission.
I feel like women are targets.
At the Shooters Club firing range, this 77-year-old already has her concealed permit. She says it's her Second Amendment right to protect herself if police can't reach her in time.
I had a relative who would have been a victim of a carjacking if she had not had her gun in the car. That kind of scared me.
But I've been afraid of guns all my life, and I said, I'm not going to get a gun unless I'm educated about it.
59-year-old Carla Crenshaw says she's now more educated and comfortable with guns after taking the class.
People breaking into cars in my neighborhood, I was like, this is getting too close to home. What would I do in a situation where someone broke into my house?
Certified instructors offer the one-day class across the state. While Louisianians can carry a gun openly, to keep the firearm concealed, they have to pass a class and a state police criminal background check. Class instructor Mark Shreve with GunSmart NOLA says knowing the law is crucial for gun owners.
People think, well, if someone's on my property, I can shoot them. Well, in Louisiana, no, you cannot use deadly force to defend property. It's all about yourself. You can defend yourself or others, but you can't defend property.
It's here at the range. They've got to demonstrate. They've got the firing skills to meet the state's requirements to pass this class. They've got to show they know how to safely handle a gun by loading it. You also have to hit the required spots on your target. So let's take a look at how I did today. This is where I ended up hitting, but to pass the course, you have to hit anywhere within this silhouette.
You should be the best you absolutely can be, especially because the range is going to be a safe, controlled environment. That's where you're going to have to perform your best. If you can't perform your best here, or you can't perform ideally here, there's no way that's going to translate into a real-life application.
He says only a lot of practicing improves your skills. For the local women seeking safety and security, the attack at the Jefferson Gun Outlet is a reminder crime can strike anywhere. They say their guns are a last resort, but they will use it if necessary.
If someone is threatening me, or of course my kids, then yeah, if I have the means, then I'm going to use it.
If that can't be avoided, then I'm going to stand my ground and let them know this is not the place to come.
Liz Reyes, Fox 8, Local First.
The class costs start at a minimum of $135, but that does not include the gun, the ammunition, protective gear, or the background check.